All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. We're going to talk about Alien Earth, the newest episode, The Fly. We're coming up to the end. It was episode 6?
It was six. The six, because the next one's a penultimate, so that's 7. So yeah.
7 and 8, and that's it. So yeah, we're going to talk about this episode. I think we all pretty much liked it. So we'll see what's going on. you good, Brand Man? I know it's getting late.
It's been a long week.
No.
Oh yeah.
Go a bit, man.
I can hang. I can hang.
You sure?
I'm sure I can hang.
All right. I just don't want to feel like we're pushing you.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But cool. Actually, we'll start with you so you can talk and wake up a little bit. So let us know what you think about Alien Earth this episode, Brian Man.
I liked it. I like that they did a little more with is it Boy Cavalier or
yeah, Boy Genius.
He's such a little asshole. and they put it like on a lot more display, especially with how he composes himself with Mrs. Yutani.
Mm-hmm. Are you surprised how he was able to kind of like outwit her?
I'm
I don't know,
not.
Outwit, or was it just blackmail?
Well, he outwit her, and she said, "So I'll give you $20 million." He's like, "Oh, I'll give it to you in 6 weeks." She's like, "I'll give you $50 million, $50 billion." He's like, "No, I'll take your $20 billion. Yeah, I'll see you in 6 weeks."
Yeah,
and she said, like, she was embarrassed. She felt like she looked like she was disheartened by what actually happened.
Yeah, because there was a middleman there, so she couldn't really push it without her showing her, illegal cards, like all the messed up stuff she's doing. So okay, go ahead, Brian Man. What else you got? Sorry.
A lot of the stuff that they're doing with the characters, like I think I said this in the past, but it feels more character driven than plot driven, and that's a really tight rope to walk, because if you can't make engaging characters, if you're going to do like a if you're going to have a character driven, if you don't do right with the characters, you have nothing. Like it'll all fall apart. Characters themselves, man, they're really engaging to watch. The title characters, the alien really does take a back seat, which could have went really wrong. So I like that. I like what they're doing with the characters and the other aliens. This one, this episode in particular really felt like they were kind of going deep, not like deeper into the world of aliens, but they, I like how they're playing around with the xenomorphs and stuff like that, and the different beings, that sort of thing.
Is it that's the creepiest goat ever?
I mean, he's looking at, but he's learning, and I think he's setting up a lot of this stuff. I think he set up a couple. I think these characters are being set up by a smarter entity. I'll get to that a little later for me, but yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Okay. Anything else, Brad Man?
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Any negatives? Any issues you have with it?
I'm starting to get a little annoyed with every episode ending on some 90s alternative or metal song.
like, oh no, next week we will be back to you.
Yeah, like
how would our Capes Crusaders get out of this?
Right? Yeah, like whose idea was that? It just obviously nothing that takes away.
This week was a little lackluster. I forget what this week was, but yeah.
Yeah, it's slipping my mind what it was. From like every episode.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brian? What you think about this episode?
I thought it was really interesting. I think that we had a lot more character development, but we saw more of the aliens, and we saw how powerful the xenomorphs going to be. When Wendy talking to that xenomorph that I believe, and I talked about this with Anzo, is going to become, and Danny actually said this too, she's going to become a queen. I think the one, either Wendy's going to become taken over by a face hugger and becomes a queen, or the one that she's talking to and having that conversation that we are not privy to is going to become a queen. I think we got one of the coolest scenes in all of this alien stuff between Kirsch and Morrow. That back and forth with Kirsch and Morrow was fire. I don't know if anyone understood like the words that they're saying, but when
Morrow is a dick.
Do you not understand what Kirsch was saying? Kirsch, woo! When he said, so Morrow said, "Hey, oh yeah, you got those aliens, right? And oh, now you got those synths, right? Oh, I could. Oh, the kids are cute. I should get me one." And then he said, I could with the words he said. He said something to the effect, "Oh, kids, oh yeah, you that's what you think." And he kind of hinted at his daughter. But when you want a kid? You want one of those? And then he was kind of hinting that how his daughter died. That's what Kirsch told, to the point where you start thinking about now, maybe the boy Cavalier sent Kirsch to kill Morrow's daughter. Or something. This is all set up, so maybe Kirsch knows more about what's going on. I think that was crazy because he said a child or a body that isn't so sad, but a sad body. It could be about his daughter, Morrow's daughter that died during that long space flight. That's what could be talking about. That could have been the meanest thing ever said in this entire thing. That back and forth between Kirsch and Morrow was crazy.
Yeah, but it made it seem like they know each other, and that was my thing. It was like it wasn't just like a weird random thing. It's like oh, you guys know each other and you don't like each other. That's what I got from it.
Well, isn't it just the lower model versus the higher model? Like, oh, you're totally obsolete. That's what Morrow said about Kirk.
Yeah,
you're totally obsolete, man. We're talking about you. You're this thing, but now they could put these bodies into real human beings or into these other things, so these hybrids. So like it was back and forth, and then Kirsch saying, Morrow, you don't really even know who you are. Are you man? Are you machine? What are you? And then then Kirsch going after his daughter. That was crazy, man.
Yeah.
That was a nuts scene. It was one of the best things I've seen. Period. Go to sleep. So, man, I thought that was cool. I think, and my last thing I would say is, you see Wendy no longer trusting human beings, and you wonder if she doesn't trust human beings, and the boy Cavalier does what he does, this mistrusting. What's going to end up happening? And she's going to be more involved with the xenomorphs and more concerned with the xenomorphs than human beings. If she doesn't care about human beings, then what is it about?
Yeah. That's the main thing. Is like she's talking to these creatures, and that alone is interesting. I think for me that she's like talking to them.
We're not privy to that conversation. We don't know what she's saying.
But that's the thing too. Is like what's going on, because she keeps saying like they didn't want to be here. So it's like are they telling you that? So it's just like they're just fighting for their lives almost in a sense. But also this is what happens when she's a kid. She's still a kid. So kids think very black and white.
She's very 15-year-old girlish.
Yes. There's no like middle ground. There's no things that are like, oh, they don't want to be here, and we're doing stuff. But her brother was like, yeah, but they're killing machines, and she's like, so are bees. I was like, shut up. Like, what?
And what do bees have?
Stingers?
Queens.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, she did bring up bees. What she brought bees, and what was the other thing she brought up?
She also said that she doesn't think they're evil.
No. Yeah.
So she thinks that
But-
they're not evil. So
I mean, she has a point, because like if something is just going off of instincts, it's neither good or evil. It's just being it what it does naturally. We just see it as evil because it's just killing everybody. You know what I mean? But all it's doing is spreading its seed and surviving with the face huggers, and that's just super prime evil as you can get. It's just making sure it continues its life cycle. So it's not good or evil. It just looks like a demon, and it kills everybody. So
and his blood
we
is
inherit
acidic.
these. Yeah, exactly. It has a head in its mouth that pokes you to death. It's like, yeah. But I'm kind of curious to see what happens with the one she's been talking to, because she's like, this one's different. I'm like, is it different?
Either she becomes like Wendy becomes the queen, or that one that when he's talking to that's giving all this information becomes a queen. And is it possible that the eye is actually playing chess against Kirsch? He's setting all these things in motion. Ooh. And the reason why Toodles dies is because the eye set it all up. Not Kirsch, because everyone thinks Kirsch set it up. The eye set all of it up. Like put like a little piece of hay in there. That's why Toodles couldn't open the door. He overdid all the stuff. Got him into the cage with him.
Mm-hmm.
And all these things are set together because then the goat is just playing a game, moving chess pieces and seeing what's happening. Just like Kirsch knows that what's the kid is slightly is going to let the xenomorph out, and he's just letting it happen. He knows about slightly immoral, but he's letting it happen to see what happens. Are they playing chess against each other?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're the two the smartest of the two. Is the eye really the top of the food chain from that entity, that place?
Like yeah. Like, is that the super genius? That would be some, like the smallest, most insignificant is the smartest, and the most.
It's the top of the food chain. Like human beings are small on this planet, right? But we are the top of the food chain, right? As of right now, is the eye because it's so smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. But even the brother, I know Maria said Wendy's getting on her nerves. Yeah, but again, like
the Hermit
kid.
Say Hermit is getting on your nerves too.
Yeah.
Boy Cavalier, I hate him. I can't wait for him to get.
Oh, he is a dickhead.
Yeah. He's gonna get destroyed by. I don't even know if it's gonna be a xenomorph. He's gonna get like under one of those things that are in the corners, and they're gonna come and take him and take him up and chop his head off, and he's just gonna fall on the ground.
Top of the food chain till you get next to a polar bear. Exactly.
And you know why we're the top of the food chain? Because we know not to get next to a polar bear.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be I'm so interested to see how this ends. Like what's going on with the eye, what was the eye originally from? We don't really know. The big bugs are kind of interesting, but big bugs you can explain like, oh yeah, we got them off this planet or something like that, but
the fly is what it was. Are you surprised that Arthur died the way he died? That slightly set him up in idea. These Lost Boys, Arthur was really like the father figure, and slightly locked him in to die with the xenomorph, with a face hugger.
Yeah,
and they're gonna find this guy with a face hugger on him when they come back in. And Kirsch is probably gonna be like, man, that's fucked up, bro. And just kind of watch what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be all game over. That was another thing with Kirsch. I was surprised when Boy Cavalier looked over at him and is like, "Oh, is everything good?" And he's dead in his face. He's like, "Affirmative." I was like, Like you just watch somebody get killed, and you're just like, yeah, we're all good over here, boss. It's like, bro, like, which makes me think is like, what does he have planned? Like, what is he? What game is he trying to play? You know? Yeah.
What is the original form of the eye? Exactly.
Oh,
what is it?
I got you. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. Like, was it like a parasite that just went in an eye? Yeah. Yeah.
Is it that the eye ever takes over a xenomorph, it becomes something special?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the leading rumor I'm hearing is that, like you said last time, like he was trying to get into the xenomorph, and people are saying like that's the goal, is the eye wants to get into this apex predator.
Oh, which would be over.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, game over at that point. Like
don't let it get into a polar bear. One last thing I just want to talk about. The idea that all the rest of these Lost Boys, Curly and Toodles, or Toodles dead now, or Slightly, and all of them, the only reason they're in the show is to show like to kind of point out what they're doing to these hybrids.
Yep.
And for Wendy to get further and further away from the human race because of what they're doing to them. So we're going to see Smee next episode. He's going to be a sacrifice too. And it's going to get further and further. Like, I can't trust anyone. So Wendy's not going to trust Kirsch. She's not going to trust the boy Cavalier. She's not going to Hermit, or her brother's going to do something because he's going to say something. She's going to overhear him saying, that's not really my sister. I'm not really sure. All this is going to be pushing her away further and further. And we already saw what Dame Sylvia did to Nibs, erasing her memory. You don't even see us as humans. We're just products to you. And that's going to push Wendy away.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I thought was really interesting for them to even allow Wendy next to Nibs and not either let her know what was going on, and if you're not going to let her know, then you need to keep her away. Yeah. Like Nibs needs to kind of be secluded for a little while until she figures things out. Because imagine waking up to that and then being told like, "Hey, you can't remember the last 2 weeks or whatever it is."
Yeah, how disgusting and crazy would that be?
Yeah, yeah, it's and then she was obviously really already messed up before they did the wipe, and then she wakes up to being super confused and everything. Yeah. So
what if the eye, like Nibs sees the eye, and the eye telepathically, because he has a connection with her because he touched her, telepathically tells her and reminds her of everything. And and she now goes and lets them all out.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you're the only one telling me the truth, or some stupid shit like that.
Tell you, man, this penultimate, I think next episode is going to be fire.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the next 2 episodes are going to be like super, super good. That's why I'm still so upset why they placed the flashback episode last week. It was a great episode. It just didn't fit where it was at, because all the dialogue was building up, and then you have this random one, and then you finish off the dialogue stuff before all the action. Like it's felt a little off.
Well, let's look at this trailer for next week's episode then.
Yeah, check it out. Saying so let's bring it up and let's check it out.
Will you help me?
Ooh,
we have to go. We're not safe here. I don't think we ever were.
Someone turned their trackers off. So you tell me how you don't know anything about this.
What did you do?
Well, dang, Wendy, why you gotta yell like that?
What if
it's her brother?
What if it's her brother? Exactly. What if it's her brother? Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
They did this. Yeah. What if it's her brother that killed a xenomorph or killed something that she was talking to, and that was the last straw? And she no longer trusts the human race.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that'll be the final straw, right? Is like her brother, where her brother's just trying to protect her, and she's trying to protect, these, things that she thinks are her kid, yeah. Well, what did he do? Yeah, I mean, if he killed, these things, always she sees them as innocent. She doesn't see him like, oh, if they're coming at me, they're gonna kill me, kind of thing. So
and he's trying to protect her, and he shoots her because he's with his group, and he's going out and he kills them to protect her, and she's like, "How dare you do that?"
Yeah, I can see that. It's gonna be curious.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting what actually happens.
What did you do? Make coffee. Calm down.
Calm down. What you doing?
You give him a Snickers bar. You're angry when you're hungry. Ungrateful. I mean, it could be more like, like he's trying to get him to escape, like he got the codes and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be really interesting. What happens is he tries to get her off the planet, and doing so, killing something
on the island.
Yeah, the island.
Yeah.
Trying to get off the island, and in doing that, he kills a xenomorph, and she gets upset.
Yeah.
And maybe Wendy releases all the rest of them.
Just
lets them go.
Didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm. It was like, have at it. Be free, my babies.
And she becomes the queen. The queen bee.
Yeah.
Because a face hugger comes to her and she allows it.
Yeah. Man, it's just really interesting because I'm thinking of like the second Aliens movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like someone like that is like, because didn't that alien, the queen alien, like was conscious, almost conscious, like aware, kind of thing. So maybe, I don't know. They gotta find a way. They are gonna find a way, I think, to
merge all this stuff,
merge it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's gonna be interesting. I like it. It's such a good show. It's such a good show. I like it a lot. When is it gonna have to be taken out? Ooh.
I can see it. See it.
Don't you guys?
See that machine that has
the face hugger CPAP
on it.
And the dude's like, I sleep so much better with it on.
Can you imagine your wife waking up and seeing it on him? Oh man, Can you imagine not telling her, and then she wakes up and sees the CPAP machine on his face? Like, oh man, that'd be awesome. I love it.
Yeah, that is awesome. But cool. That's our thoughts for this episode of Alien Earth. We got 2 more episodes left, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll see where it leads us. But we want to hear from you guys, so leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this episode. Let us know any theories on who she might be yelling at, or what you think might happen at the end. So make sure you guys leave a comment. Let us know. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Come and join us next week when we talk about the next Alien Earth episode. But we appreciate everyone in the live chat, and we want you guys to stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night.